once you reach a certain age, I think you feel very confident in your life. I mean, I obviously have never dyed my hair. I don't care. I just feel like it's okay to be who you are. And I think that you evolve into a place in your life where your confidence and your strengths and your accomplishments throughout your life kind of add up, and you get to this part that it just feels right, and it feels good and satisfying, and you want to keep continuing that as long as you can. My name is Betsy Burton, and I live here on a small farm in Lyons with my husband Mike Whip. We have the Lyons Farmette. It's a small farm, and we just have a lovely, simple, fun, but busy life. Well, in my mid-20s, I moved from Atlanta, Georgia to Eldora, Colorado, and lived with no running water for 3 years and heated by wood only for 13 years. And really lived the life. You know, I really wanted to be in the mountains and do it. I was a runner for 25 years, and I've always biked a lot and skied a lot. I think running in the mountains and skiing in the woods, there's just nothing better. It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel, it's just self-satisfying to be out there in the elements. I think sometimes the wilder the weather, the better for me. I just really like the realness, for lack of a better word, of the snow and the wind and the cold. And so it just makes you feel alive. It makes you feel great. And being out there, the more you can be out there, the better. When I was 31 years old, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I went through a year of a lot of treatments and chemotherapy and radiation. And coming out of that, I was just as active. I was chopping wood when I was going through chemotherapy, but it changed me a little bit. Coming out of it as just knowing I needed to stay active and healthy, to stay alive. It drove me for that reason, and that was 22 years ago now. Excuse me. And to come out of that now, it's become such a lifestyle that I can't imagine not getting out there and doing something every day, even if it's just running the farm and being with the animals and gardening. But I usually try to fit in a bike ride at the end of every day also. My days at the Lyons Farmette are pretty active, and they start early. I get up around 5 o'clock. And then I go out with my coffee. I go out and feed the chickens, get the goats out, feed the goats, milk 2 of the mama goats, and then come back in. Try to get outside a lot before it gets too hot. And so outside doing some gardening, doing whatever needs to be done with the animals. I do more of the animal work. We have a lot of help in the garden, so I'm usually with the animals a lot. And then during the heat of the day, I come back inside a little bit, but then we're out again because we're preparing for our farm-to-table dinners. We do weddings on weekends. We prepare for those. I organize all the classes and the cooking classes. I think early mornings are my favorite time of day. And I love walking up and seeing the dew on the vegetables and the flowers. And nobody else is usually up by then. My dog and I get up really early, and we wander around with our coffee through the field. And I think that is super inspirational to me. And then going to see the baby goats, and I mean, there's nothing cuter, and they're wonderful, and they're very loving, and it's just a very inspirational way to start your day.